Hi, my name is Sarah Neal, and we are filming this video for our food and media class. I'm currently a student residing in Rome for the semester, and I'm partaking in the food and culture program. I've always been interested in health and wellness, specifically food and health and nutrition. I'm from Deerfield, Illinois, and I currently go to the University of Illinois, and I'm a junior. My mom is an environmental lawyer, and throughout my entire life, she has educated me on ways to protect and sustain the environment, truly for as long as I can remember. And I feel very much so aware of how important it is that we all start focusing on sustaining every single aspect of our environment before it's too late.
Hi, my name is Krystyna Vigue. I am also a student living in Rome for this semester as I study and focus on the ways of Italian food and culture. I am from Barrington, Illinois, and am currently a junior at the University of Illinois. Something I've always been interested in is sustainability and culture, which is why I think it's important to educate students from a young age about the importance of eating habits.
Hi, my name's Nicole, and I'm from Naperville, Illinois. I, too, am studying in the same food and culture program as Krystyna and Sarah, and I'm thrilled to be living in Rome for my semester abroad, and I look forward to the challenges and personal growth that I will experience alongside with my best friends. I love learning about education systems all over the world and find it very interesting to compare them back to the United States education.
So our goal is for all students to receive a quality education.
We are first going to define what a quality education is. Education International claims that quality education is a human right and a public good.
So the governments and other public authorities should ensure that a quality education service is available freely to all citizens from early childhood right into adulthood.
A good quality education is one that provides all learners with education on how to become economically productive, develop sustainable livelihoods, contribute to peaceful and democratic societies, and enhance individual well-being.
In order for a society to achieve equality, quality education must exist.
Now we will touch base on a brief background of Rome's education system.
According to academedia.edu, education in schools in Rome began during the time of classical empires. Romans were among the first to organize a formal system of learning that looked to accomplish more than simply promote the passage of knowledge from parents to their children.
This tradition of education continues today in present-day Rome. Expats will find an immense state school system, as well as a large selection of international and bilingual schools to choose from. State education in Italy is free from primary school all the way to university, although in Rome taxes become mandatory from age 16, and they're available to foreigners.
So according to the Pew Research Center, almost every country in Europe requires students as young as 6 to learn a foreign language, usually English. And I've actually noticed that most people here in Italy can speak great English, and that is very useful in many aspects, such as going to the grocery store, going to school with students and locals.
In America, students can start learning a foreign language in 7th grade, but it's optional. In my opinion, it should be required for Americans to learn a second language in elementary school.
According to the American Speech Language Hearing Association, also called ASHA for short, there are many benefits to being bilingual, including learning new words, learning reading skills, being able to use information in new ways, putting words into categories, for example, food or toys, coming up with solutions to problems, listening to others, and connecting with others as well.
So a language barrier is created if people cannot understand more than one language. There is also a level of personal satisfaction that's gained from being able to communicate and establish relationships with people who also speak that specific language.
In order for Italian students to obtain a quality education, they must learn a language other than Italian in order to reap a variety of benefits.
Furthermore, we believe educating students on healthy eating habits and nutrition will bring many positive consequences.
At a young age, students in Italy are actually introduced to fresh and non-GMO foods. Eating healthy is a habit for Italians because they have grown up with it for their entire lives, which is a really good habit to have.
Instead of eating prepackaged or fast food like people do in the United States, Italians eat fresh, seasonal ingredients that are available to them. Also, the slow food movement has a large impact on Italians' eating habits.
The Slow Food Organization encourages local food and Italian traditional cooking instead of fast food eating habits, such as McDonald's. An engaging way for students to learn about sustainability and healthy eating could be school gardens, which is becoming an extremely important focus for the slow food movement. School gardens also promote better nutrition and show students the importance of healthy food.
Another engaging example would be sensory education. Sensory education is taught through the slow food movement because it teaches students to use their senses to recognize food quality and teaches them to be cautious of exactly what they're eating. Sensory education in early childhood helps with the children's sensory memory and clarifies habits and tastes.
In order for a student studying abroad to assure they receive a quality education, they must partake in certain tasks before, during, and after their semester.
In order for students to achieve the goal of receiving and spreading quality education, one must be aware of what it is. This type of education aims to teach students how to become economically productive, develop sustainable livelihoods, contribute to peaceful and democratic societies, and enhance individual well-being. Prior to the student's semester abroad, they should research the culture of the country or city in which they are residing. They should also take into account what type of food they should be expecting to eat and how it may be processed differently.
During their time studying abroad, the students should thoroughly observe and take in the ways that local students act and behave among society. The student also has the chance to see a side of teaching and learning that they may not ever seen or have been exposed to at home. They'll find that completely immersing yourself in the education system of their host country is a great way to really experience and understand the people, its traditions, and its culture.
Well said. Once students return home from studying abroad, they should be sure to generate any possible connections from their host city's culture to where they are from, and then see the ways in which the two cultures differ. For example, in Italy, we've all noticed that they are much more aware of how important it is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. When I return home to Chicago, and I'm sure the girls feel the same, we'll be sure to educate our peers and family on how important it is to recycle in order to save and protect our environment. So, as I mentioned earlier, my mom, Sharon Neal, is an environmental lawyer and has been for over 25 years now. And she truly has raised my sisters and I to be environment friendly, and now she's just going to talk about how the cultures differ from here to Chicago, and yeah.
Yeah, so even in just my short time here in Rome, I've already noticed how much more environmentally conscious this community is than many areas in the United States. There is a real emphasis on recycling and on separating items that need to be recycled so that they get recycled correctly. A lot of recycling in the United States just gets thrown together with garbage and never actually recycled, or it ends up in the wrong areas, and so it can't be effectively recycled at all. And there's also, I see a lot of hanging of clothes and just a real emphasis on saving and conserving energy, which is something we work on a lot as a country. And I'm really impressed that culture as old as this, and which doesn't seem to have some of the technological advances that we have in all of our homes, is taking such interest in the environment. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Mom. So that wraps up our goal, of which is to spread quality education and to hopefully one day see more quality education in schools all over the world. Thank you.